Alright guys, let us discuss this question. See, whenever you have 1 plus x square, you should put x is equal to tan theta, right? So I'm going to put x is equal to tan theta, call this as equation 1. So dx is equal to sec square theta d theta. When x is equal to 0, theta will be equal to 0. Okay, when x is equal to 1, you get 1 is equal to tan theta. So theta should be equal to pi by 4. Okay, so this new limit becomes 0 to pi by 4. 8 is a constant I'll take outside. This is log of 1 plus tan theta. Log of 1 plus tan theta upon this is 1 plus tan square theta. This is 1 plus tan square theta and dx will be equal to sec square theta d theta. Okay, 1 plus tan square is sec square, it will get cancelled. So this is equal to 8 times. This is standard result, right? NCERT standard result. 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x dx. 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x dx is pi by 8 into log 2. So you go to 1 plus tan x into dx is equal to pi by 8 into log 2. Okay, so this is equal to pi upon 8 into log 2 to the base c. This will cancel. Okay, answer is pi log 2. Answer is option D. Right, let's move to the next question, guys. Integration of 0 to 1.5 box of x square into dx. Okay, so what I'll do is first I'm going to put x square is equal to t. If I differentiate, you get 2x dx is equal to dt, and from this I can write x into dx is equal to dt upon 2. Okay, call this as equation 1. Even the limits will change. This is 2x dx, okay, is equal to dt. So even the limits will change. When x is equal to 0, that's okay, that's fine. X dx is dt upon 2. Okay, even the limits will change. When x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1.5, t is equal to 2.25. So this is equal to integration of when x is 0, t is 0. When x is 1.5, this is 2.25. Box x is equal to t. X square is equal to t. X dx is dt by 2. So this is half of dt. So we have to write all the integral points. So this is equal to half into a bracket. I can write 0 to 1. Okay, this is 0 to 1 plus integration of 1 to 2. 0 to 1, 1 to 2 plus integration of 2 to 2.25. 2.25 and then this is box t dt. Okay, so this is equal to half of, this is equal to 1 upon 2. Integration from 0 to 1, box t will be equal to 0. Between 1 to 2, box t is 1. Okay, between 2 and 2.25. Between 2 and 2.25, box t is equal to 2 and then this is equal to dt. Now this can be written as, okay, integration of 0 is 0. So let's exclude this. This is equal to half into a bracket. Integration of dt is t. Okay, between the limits 1 to 2. Again, if you open the bracket, this is half of 2 is a constant I take out. Integration of dt is t between the limits 2 to 2.25. Okay, so this is equal to half of upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, and then plus this will cancel. Upper limit is 2.25 minus lower limit is 2. So this is 1 by 2 and then this is equal to 0.25. Okay, so this is equal to 0.25. So 1 upon 2, 0.25 is 1 by 4. Okay, so answer will be equal to 3 by 8. 3 by 4. Answer is option C. Question number 22, 3 by 4, right? Okay, answer is option D. I'll take I is equal to integral 0 to pi, and then this is equal to box of cot x dx. Okay, call this as equation 1. Okay, let's use the King's property. Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Change x to upper limit minus x provided lower limit is 0. So I is equal to integration 0 to pi. This will be equal to cot of pi minus x. Cot of pi minus x and then dx. I is equal to integration 0 to pi. Box of cot of pi minus x is minus cot x. Okay, and then dx. Let's call this as equation 2. Okay, if I add equations 1 and 2, I plus I will be equal to 2i. So I get 2i is equal to integration 0 to pi. Okay, and then this is equal to box of cot x plus box of minus cot x. Box of minus cot x, and then this is dx. And we did in the previous questions, whenever x is an integer, when x is an integer, box of minus x will be equal to minus box x. Okay, if x is not an integer, box of minus x will be equal to minus box x minus 1. Okay, if x is not an integer, box of minus x is minus box x minus 1. So this is equal to box x. This is my shift on the left side. Box x plus box of minus x will be equal to minus 1. So you get 2i is equal to integral 0 to pi. Box x plus box of minus x is minus 1. 2i is equal to, this is minus dx, between the limits 0 to pi. 2i is equal to, okay, minus upper limit minus lower limit. So you get I is equal to minus pi upon 2. That's the answer, guys. Answer is option D. Okay, just note this step now. This capital Fx is equal to Fx plus f of 1 by x. Fx is already given. Fx is equal to integration of 1 to x, and then this is equal to log t divided by 1 plus t dt. Okay, and then plus integration of 1 to 1 upon x. F of 1 by x means replace x by 1 by x. This will be equal to log t upon 1 plus t dt. Isn't it, guys? I repeat myself, this is f of x, this is f of 1 by x. Go back there and replace x by 1 by x. Okay, now if I bring it to the same form, okay, so what I'll do is here, in this particular integral, I'm going to put t is equal to 1 by u, so that I get the same limit first and second integral. Put t equal to 1 by u. If you differentiate, you get dt is equal to minus 1 by u square into du. Okay, when t is equal to 1, u will be equal to 1, lower limit. When t is equal to 1 upon x, okay, you get 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon u. You will get u is equal to x. So let us use the substitutions. So this becomes, first integral I'll keep as it is. This is 1 to x, and then you get this as log t upon 1 plus t. Okay, and then plus integration of 1 to x. Okay, and then this equal to log of 1 by u upon, this is 1 plus 1 upon u. Dt is equal to minus 1 by u square into du. Okay, so this is equal to 1 to x. This will be equal to log t upon 1 plus t dt. Okay, and then this is plus integration of 1 upon x. Log of 1 by u is minus log u. Cross multiply, you get u plus 1 whole divided by u, and then this equal to minus 1 by u square into du. This u will cancel with the square. 2 minus signs will be plus. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 upon x, integration 1 to x, okay, log t upon 1 plus t. log t upon 1 plus t, and then this is dt. Okay, and then 2 minus signs will be plus. This is equal to integration of 1 to x. Definite is independent of variable, so I can write this as log t upon, here you have u into u plus 1, so this is t into t plus 1, t into t plus 1, and then this is dt. Integration of 1 to x. Okay, now you have log t upon 1 plus t, plus this is log t upon t into t plus 1, t plus 1, close the bracket, and then this is dt. Now integration of 1 to x. Okay, I'm going to take log t common. Log t upon 1 plus t I'll take common. It's easy. So you get 1 plus 1 by t. Okay, now integration of 1 to x. This is equal to log t upon 1 plus t. Now if I cross multiply, you will get t plus 1 whole divided by t, and then this is dt. This will cancel. Okay, now this is equal to integration of 1 to x. This is log t and 1 by t dt. So integration of 1 to x. So this is log t. Okay, and then you get d of log t. Integration of x with respect to x is x square by 2. So log t square upon 2 between the limits 1 to x. Okay, so this is actually f of x, capital Fx, is equal to half of upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is log x the whole square. Okay, minus lower limit is log 1 the whole square. Log 1 to any base is 0. So this is log 1 the whole square. Log 1 to any base is 0. This is f of x. But I am supposed to find out what is f of e, right? So replace x by e. F of e will be equal to 1 upon 2. This is log e the whole square. Okay, log e is 1. So you get 1 upon 2. That's the answer, guys. Answer 1 upon 2, first option. Okay, let's move to next question. This is very simple, guys. Differentiation of sec inverse of x is 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. Okay, integration of 1 by x into root of x square minus 1 will be equal to sec inverse of x. Okay, so this is sec inverse of t. 1 by root of 1 minus t square is sec inverse of t. So this will be sec inverse of t between the limits root 2 to x. Okay, is equal to pi upon 2. So you get upper limit minus lower limit. You get upper limit is sec inverse of x, lower limit is sec inverse of root 2. Okay, is equal to pi by 2. So this is sec inverse of x. Okay, sec inverse of root 2 is pi by 4, right? So if I shift on the right side, it is pi by 2 plus pi by 4. So sec inverse of x will be equal to 3 pi by 4. Okay, so x is equal to sec of 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 is second quadrant, sec will be negative, so it is minus root 2. Use allied angles. Answer first option. Okay, this we have done before as well. When you have suppose a to b, f of x to the power of n, f of x to the power of n, even this is f of x to the power of n. Okay, and then plus f of a plus b minus x whole power n, lower limit plus upper limit minus x whole power n. Okay, for any value of n, answer is b minus a upon 2. So this is same form, right? 3 to 6, this is equal to root x. Okay, this is also root x, plus this is root of lower plus upper minus x, that is 3 plus 6 minus x dx. You get a question only. Okay, answer is b minus a by 2, that is 6 minus 3 upon 2. Okay, answer is 3 by 2. First option. Okay, now I'm going to put x plus pi is equal to t. Okay, if you differentiate, you get dx is equal to dt. You call this as equation 1. Even limits will change. When x is equal to minus 3 pi by 2, okay, t is equal to minus 3 pi by 2 plus pi. So you get t is equal to minus pi by 2. Okay, and when x is equal to minus pi by 2, t will be equal to minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 will be plus pi by 2. So limits will change. This will be equal to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This will be equal to t cube. Okay, and then plus this is equal to cos square x plus 3 pi can be written as x plus 2 pi, x plus pi plus 2 pi. So this is equal to x plus 2 pi. This can be x plus 3 pi can be written as x plus pi plus 2 pi. Okay, so this is equal to t plus 2 pi. So let me substitute here. This is 2 pi plus t. Anyways, first quadrant all are positive. Okay, and then dx is equal to dt. This is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this is t cube. And then you get this is 360 plus theta first quadrant. So you get 2t dt. Okay, so I can separate them. Right, this is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. And then this is t cube dt. Plus integration of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and then this is cos square t dt. So this is cos square t. Okay, and then dt. Okay, anyways, this is an odd function. So if this is an odd function, this will be 0. Minus a to plus a f of x dx, fx is odd, so it will be 0. So this is even, right? Cos square is even. So I can write this as 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2. 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2. Okay, 0 to pi by 2, and then you get cos square t dt. So 2 you keep as it is. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Cos square x will be equal to 1 plus cos 2t divided by 2, and then this is dt. Or you use that reduction formula. Integration of dt is t between the limit 0 to pi by 2. Integration of cos 2t will be equal to sin 2t divided by 2. Okay, this is sin 2t and whole divided by 2 between the limits 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so this is upper limit minus lower limit. This is 0 to pi by 2. Okay, now this is equal to upper limit is pi by 2, lower limit is 0, plus half of, okay, sine of 2 into upper limit is 2 into pi by 2, lower limit is sine 0. Okay, this will be sine 0. So 2 and 2 cancels. Sin pi will be 0, sin 0 will be equal to 0. So this is 0 and this is 0. Left out is pi by 2. Okay, left out is pi by 2. Answer is option B. 27 is B. Okay, now I get I is equal to integration 0 to pi. Okay, x into f of sin x dx. Okay, you call this as equation 1. Let us use that King's property. Integral 0 to a f of x dx, 0 to a f of x dx will be equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So this becomes I is equal to integration 0 to pi. Upper limit minus x will be equal to pi minus x, and then you get f of sine of pi minus x. Pi minus x, okay, and then dx. I is equal to integration 0 to pi. This is pi minus x. F of sine of pi minus x will be equal to sine x. Okay, now if I split this, if I separate them, I is equal to pi is a constant, integration 0 to pi, and then you get f of sin x dx, minus integral 0 to pi x into f of sin x dx, So this is same as I. Okay, you shift on the left side, you get 2i. Okay, this is I. This is I. You shift here, you get 2i is equal to pi times integration 0 to pi, and then you get f of sin x dx. F of sin x dx, so I is equal to pi by 2. I is equal to pi by 2, and then this is 0 to pi, and then f of sin x dx. Okay, so I don't find any option like this. No, there's no option like this. So what I'll do is 0 to a can be 0 to a f of x dx can be written as 2 times integral 0 to a by 2 f of x dx. If f of a minus x is equal to f of x, you change x to upper limit minus x, you get back the same thing. 0 to a can be written as 0 to a by 2. If I use this logic, you get this as pi by 2. Okay, 2 times this is 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2, and then you get f of sin x dx. Okay, f of sin x dx. This 2 and 2 cancels. Okay, so there is no integral, there's no still no option like this. What I'll do is I'll write I is equal to pi times, okay, I'll use the King's property. 0 to pi by 2 can be written as f of sin of pi by 2 minus x. Change x to upper limit minus x. Okay, so I can write this as I is equal to pi times integration 0 to pi by 2. This is 0 to pi by 2. Okay, f of sin of pi by 2 minus x will be equal to cos x. Okay, this is cos x and then dx. This is f of sin of pi by 2 minus x is equal to cos x and then dx. That's the answer, guys. I is equal to pi 0 to pi by 2 f of cos x dx. Answer is option C. Good question. Question number 29. Okay, now follow carefully. See, I'm going to take k as an integer. Okay, k is an integer. Now this k is less than or equal to a and less than k plus 1. A lies, so obviously box of a will be equal to k. Okay, now this I can write 1 to a. Box x can be written as 1 to k. 1 to k, this is equal to box x and then f dash of x dx. 1 to k plus k to plus integral k to a. K to a, this will be equal to box x and then f dash of x dx. Okay, so I am writing 1 to a as 1 to k and k to a. Now this 1 to k can be, k is an integer, 1 to k can be written, write all the integral points 1 to 2. Okay, box x f dash of x dx. 1 to 2 plus integral 2 to 3. 2 to 3, so this is equal to box x plus f dash of x dx. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Then I will write this as 3 to 4. 3 to 4 box x plus box of f dash of x dx. Okay, and so on, this will continue. And the last term will be equal to k minus 1 to k, isn't it? K minus 1 to k. And then you get this as box x and then f dash of x dx. Okay, plus integration of this I'll keep as it is, k to a, and then this is equal to box x and f dash of x dx. Now we will write all the box values. Between 1 and 2, box x is 1. Between 2 and 3, box x is 2. Okay, they between 3 and 4, box x is 3 and so on. This will continue, plus integration of between k minus 1 to k, box will be equal to k minus 1, and then this you get f dash of x dx. Okay, and then plus integration of k to a, between k and k and a, box x will be equal to k, and then you get f dash of x dx. That is, we are taking lower limit, no, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Between 1 and 2, box x is 1. Between 2 and 3, box x is 2, like that. Okay, integration of f dash of x is equal to f of x. Okay, between the limits 1 to 2, plus 2 times integration of f dash of x is fx, between the limits 2 to 3. Okay, and then plus 3 times integration of f dash of x is fx, between the limits 3 to 4. Okay, and so on. This will continue. This is k minus 1. K minus 1, f dash of x will be equal to fx. Fx between the limits k minus 1 to k. K minus 1 to k, and then plus k into f dash of x is equal to fx between the limits k and a. Okay, so that's equal to upper limit minus lower limit f of 2 minus f of 1 plus 2 into a bracket, upper limit is f of 3 minus f of 2 plus 3 times upper limit is f of 4 minus f of 3. Okay, and so on, plus k minus 1 of f of k minus f of k minus 1. Okay, plus k into upper limit is f of a minus f of k. So this is f of a minus f of k. Okay, let us simplify this. See, if you open the bracket, I'll skip one step and write, guys. First you get minus f of 1. Okay, if you multiply 2 into f of 2, minus 2 f of 2 plus f of 2 will be minus f of 2. Similarly, you get minus f of 3. Okay, and so on. Last term will get minus f of k. What is left out now? Minus f of k. So if you simplify all this, this is f of k. Okay, now only this is left out, k into f of a, plus this is k into f of a. Okay, so first I will write k into f of a, and then remaining terms I am going to take minus common. Between these terms I am going to take minus common. Okay, so if you take minus common, so this is, take minus common, you will get this is f of 1 plus f of 2 and so on up to f of k. If I take minus common, okay, now that's equal to, just now we did, right, box of a is equal to k. This box of a will be equal to k. So this is box a into f of a. Okay, box a into f of a will be equal minus f of 1, f of 1 plus f of 2, f of 1 plus f of 2 and so on up to f of k. That's the answer, guys. So you get box a into f of a, f of 1, f of 2, f of 3. Yes, k will be equal to, this k will be equal to box of a. K is equal to box of a. So you get first option only. Yes, guys, you get first option. Okay, so this can be written as limit x is tending to 2. Limit x is tending to 2, integral 6 to f of x. Okay, numerator is f of 4 into f of t upon x minus 2. This is 0 by 0 form. Okay, let us use L'Hopital's rule, that is differentiate the numerator denominator separately If I differentiate the numerator, we will use Leibniz rule. Differentiation of a definite integral. Okay, differentiate the upper limit. In place of t, you put upper limit. Right. Anyways, lower limit is 0. Minus differentiation of lower limit is 0. Differentiation of x is 1. X is tending to 2. You get f dash of 2. 4 into f of 2 the whole cube. Okay, these values are already given. So this is, okay, these values are already given. F dash of 2 is equal to 1 by 48. Okay, into 4. F of 2 is equal to 6, so this is 6 cube. So this is 6 cube. Okay, so this is 1 upon, this will cancel 12 times. 1 upon 12, 6 into 6 into 6. This will cancel 2 times. 18 upon 2 is 36 upon 2 is 18. Answer is option A.